Honorable Speaker, allow me also, as I second, to thank all these members who have sat through these 2 days to the wee hours of the morning and late at night, Honorable Speaker, debating issues that have concern to the Kenyan people from both sides of the coalition. And as the chair of the Finance Committee says, this has enriched the debate of this assembly, enriched the value that we give back to the people who elected us to this house. And just in the words of the chair of the Finance Committee, let me also take this opportunity to thank even those of our colleagues on the minority side who had their say, as the majority had their way, because that is what pertains a democracy. And it is testament now to the world, not just Kenyans, that we are a true democracy, that where we can come into this debating chamber, debate without having acrimony, without having chaos. And I must commend the decorum that we have conducted ourselves with over these 2 days, even under very strenuous circumstances, when it's very late and members are tired. Many of these members from across the board have really behaved well. I do not want to say it may have anything to do with those who have not been there, but let me also use this opportunity to ask all of us, just as we have allowed each other to be heard and put our points across, always during the debate to allow each other to speak and be heard. When you have an opinion different from mine, it doesn't add any value shouting at me from your seat or me shouting at you from my seat. It only adds value me listening to you, and when I get an opportunity or any of my colleagues gets an opportunity to answer you back. But overall, Honorable Speaker, I must say that for the first time, we have indeed tried to do our best and articulated issues that have concern to the Kenyan people. And to the Kenyan people, Honorable Speaker, in conclusion, let me say, as I said during the second reading of this bill, that we had a robust public participation on this bill. It is one of the bills where Kenyans from all walks of life had something to say about. A lot of it, Honorable Speaker, based on information that was being peddled in the media that was untrue, and they will now bear as witness when this bill comes to be assented to by His Excellency the President, whenever he assents to it, that many of the things that Kenyans were being scared about, especially by our media houses, Honorable Speaker, may not be necessarily what they were being told. And with time will prove us right. And Honorable Speaker, it is a huge sacrifice, not just for members of Parliament, but even for the people of Kenya, that we have got to take a painful walk for a short time to get back our economy to where it ought to be.
Thank you.
We are in this economy, in the situation it is in together, and together as Kenyans, we will get out of it and be on a path of renewal, a path of economic recovery, and a path of unmatched prosperity with the sacrifices that people of Kenya and all of us will make. With those very many remarks, Honorable Speaker, I beg to second.
Thank you, Majority Leader. Honorable members, I now propose the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. I now pull the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it. Mover.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Finance Bill, National Bill number 14 of 2023, be now read at that time. And Honorable Speaker, before I do that, I would really like to, in a very special way, thank our people, our team, that's our secretariat team. This dedicated parliamentary staff spent hours, when you're doing the reports, they actually translated, making sure that everything is done. And perhaps we feel we do not appreciate enough the work that is done by the staff of Parliament. And this is proof that the thousands of documents they process the great sacrifice they did make. Some of them are still seated with us here, and even after this, they'll go to work again. Tomorrow morning, we start vetting of the chairperson for the Commission on Revenue Allocation, and expect that they will have prepared, and that before now we start on that. And so I really want to thank the dedicated parliamentary staff that really did their work to make this a success. And lastly, I want to thank the members of the public that sent us more than 1,500 memoranda, the more than 200 stakeholders that took their time to come and share their views with us. We tried as much as we can to carry as many views of the members of the public as we could, and it's good that this particular debate has demystified the fact that there were no any amendments, that public participation was an exercise in futility. We have all seen proposals that came through from members of the public, and we really want to thank them. They should not tire. The next time there is any bill of parliament, let them come and give their views, because they have been able to see that their views actually do count. And with that, Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the committee be led, that the finance bill be read a third time. And lastly, Honorable Chair, it would be very wrong if I don't appreciate the members of the committee. We never struggled to get quorum. In fact, most of the time we were full house or really near full. Out of 15 members, we are 13, 14, or 15. And our members are from across the political divide. They really sat with us, they gave us ideas, and they are still with us here to make sure that this particular exercise is what those. This was really a demonstration of what teamwork can possibly achieve. And in fact, I really want to thank them and ask Honorable Makilap to second.
Thank you. Honourable members, I now propose the question, which is that the Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 14 of 2023 be now read a third time. 1 minute. I'll give you 1 minute.
Yeah, please, Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. And I also want to take this opportunity to thank the honourable members for the way we have aggressively participated in the debate and passage of this bill. And I also want to thank our members on this side who have stood firm against all odds to make sure that they oppose all draconian and offensive clauses in the bill. Mr. Speaker, I am happy that we were allowed to debate freely in the House. We gave our opinion. We were allowed free debate on this bill, as much as controversial as it was. But one factor that has remained constant, Mr. Speaker, in this chamber, in the history, is that all controversial bills, I don't know, for strange reasons, and surprisingly, are passed at night. From the political parties bill, the BBI bill, and now this controversial one is, all of them are passing at night, Mr. Speaker, for strange reasons. I don't know why. I don't know why they're not passing during the day. I think it is, they like darkness for strange reasons. So, Mr. Speaker, we will try as much as possible next time. Controversial bills, we pass them during the day. We will try our best. But I want to say that, members, this bill, as we said it in the second reading, was very controversial. I pray and hope that this bill is going to unite the country than divide the country.
Thank you.
Some of the clauses that are inside this bill are very emotive. And I pray that for the government side, I will pray for you. For the opposition side, we will do our watchful eye out there to make sure that you don't transgress in any way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Junet. It's important to know that many great things happen at night. Honorable members, I now put the question, which is that the Finance Bill, National Assembly Bill number 14 of 2023 be now read a third time. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? Thank you. Honorable members, allow me also. Oh, sorry. Clerk.
A bill for an act of parliament to amend the laws relating to various taxes and duties and for matters incidental thereto.
Thank you. Honorable members, allow me as your speaker to also commend the House for the tremendous industry that you have put in this debate, in the passage of this bill. Since I came to this house in 1993, I have never witnessed a more contested finance bill than this one. It has been contested, but with sense, with decorum, with great debate, and I want to salute even those who provided comic relief in the course of the debate. They did it to enlighten the House. In Shakespeare's Tempest, there's a character called Desdemona, whose duty was to cause light moments when people were low. And I could see some of Desdemonas in this house. For the new members, you now appreciate that the power of the wallet of the state lies in this house. And that power of the wallet is in your hands. And that's why we have taken this long time, yesterday until this morning, and today until now, to scrutinize this bill with a tooth comb. I'm sure out there, very many Kenyans who don't